Towering walls around me kept me in the dark, trapped there.
I actually got to LaGrange because I applied to LaGrange College. I lived in Noonan. I grew up in Noonan, and I had never heard of LaGrange until LaGrange College reached out to me. So I put together an EPK, so just like 4 or 5 songs that I wrote and recorded, sent it to the college, and I got a music scholarship. That's how I ended up in LaGrange in the first place. Everybody here is really invested in each other and in each other's ventures. I met my bandmates here in LaGrange. I went to a yoga studio and I saw these punk rockers walk in, and I was like, what are they doing in LaGrange, Georgia? And so I was like so intrigued, had to talk to them. They became some of my best friends, and now they are my drummer and my guitarist, Nick and Jory. I mean, LaGrange connected me to people who have been a significant part of my life.
An unlikely survivor.
I work full-time at my studio. This is an online coaching studio, and I offer artist development, vocal coaching. Jory teaches guitar. We basically just run a studio of music services, including songwriting. I send my vocals to people all across the world. Basically, the studio is just a one-stop shop for people who want to improve as musicians or learn more about music, or they need help finishing a song or a project, and we help them get through that. I think I like music because it combines all of my passions. Now that I am a full-time vocal coach and singer-songwriter, my days are full of doing photo shoots, recording, meeting up with people, working on like graphic design and art for album covers. So I really love music because anytime I get tired of like one facet of it, I can literally just like turn around and there's like a whole other list of skills and techniques that I can learn about, like music production, vocal techniques. It's kind of like a really great rabbit hole to fall down.
I've been listening to Blink again and Coldplay, trying to sing all my thoughts away.
So a lot of my hobbies outside of like working in the studio are still just like hanging out, writing music, jamming with my band. But I do really love yoga, and I love just like being out in nature. I'm such a book nerd. I love to read. So those are some of my other hobbies. I'm actually hoping to get my yoga teaching certification just because it works so well with like being a vocal coach. Yoga is so much about breath control and awareness of the body and learning how to release tension and be present in the moment. And these are all skills that like every singer needs. So I would love to like get that certification and then offer more of that to my clients. Like that would be amazing. My artist name is Anji Kaizen, and I chose that name because Ani is a Sanskrit term, which I found through yoga, which means a gift that's given with both hands. So I just wanted to remind myself, like in my artist name, that every time I create something, write a song, perform, I want it to be a gift to everybody who's there, who's gonna listen, who's open to receiving it. And then Kaizen means good change. My goal for myself, and the reason I gave myself that artist name, is I want to constantly be thinking about how I can be a positive change in the world and how I can give back. A lot of people ask how I got into vocal coaching or teaching, and the reason I dove into that is during college I completely lost my voice. I was there to sing, to study vocal performance, and I had had so many bad habits throughout the years that had just built up that I could no longer sing. I was put on vocal rest, I had to do vocal rehab. That was, I guess, a wake-up call for me that made me realize I really want to understand how my voice works. I want to understand why this happened, and I want to make sure this doesn't happen to other singers, because it's actually a common problem. Like, so many touring artists have to take breaks because they get vocal nodules or they get scar tissue in their voice from repetitive singing, you know. So I ended up kind of like falling down this rabbit hole of how to properly take care of the voice. And the more I learned, the more I was like, wow, everybody needs to know this. And like, I want to share this information. So that's how I ended up starting to offer what I had learned to other people, and they really resonated with it. And it's fun. I really like working with people and helping them find their voice and take good care of it.
I just blinked again. I just blinked again.
I'm Anji Kaizen, and I'm the story of LaGrange.